The Montgomery night was alive with the hum of anticipation as Amanda, my wife of 8 years, insisted I join her at a high-profile gala hosted by her law firm. She was radiant in a shimmering emerald gown, her laughter filling our car as she teased my boring charcoal suit. At 34, Amanda thrived on attention, her charisma a magnet in any room. I, James, 36, a quiet accountant, smiled through the unease knotting my chest. Her growing distance, late nights, evasive answers, her phone a constant companion, had gnawed at me for months. Tonight I hoped for connection, a glimpse of the woman I'd married. But a premonition whispered something was wrong. The ballroom glittered, chandeliers casting a warm glow over clinking glasses and sleek suits. Amanda dove into the crowd, her laughter a siren's call, drawing colleagues and strangers alike. I, James, 36, a quiet accountant, smiled through the unease knotting my chest. Her growing distance, late nights, evasive answers, her phone a constant companion, had gnawed at me for months. Tonight, I hoped for connection, a glimpse of the woman I'd married. But a premonition whispered something was wrong. The ballroom glittered, chandeliers casting a warm glow over clinking glasses and sleek suits. Amanda dove into the crowd, her laughter a siren's call, drawing colleagues and strangers alike. I lingered near the bar, nursing a whiskey, my reserved nature out of place among the polished elite. At first, her charm seemed innocent, her energy lighting up the room. Then I saw him, Nathan, a slick partner at her firm, his tailored suit and easy grin a perfect match for her vibrance. Their hands brushed, her laughter lingered too long, their eyes locked in a private dance. It wasn't casual, it was flirtation, bold and unapologetic. My pulse quickened, a storm brewing inside. Her fingers grazed his arm, his whisper drawing a giggle I hadn't heard in years. The intimacy, so openly displayed, cut deeper than I'd expected. Every instinct urged me to storm over, to demand answers. But I'd learned from years of balancing ledgers, precision outlasts chaos. Confrontation would fuel her drama, let her spin the narrative. Instead, I chose silence, a weapon sharper than words. I watched, cataloging every glance, every touch, letting her performance unfold while I planned my move. The gala buzzed on, but my focus narrowed. Amanda's flirtation grew bolder, her hand resting on Nathan's sleeve, their heads close, laughter shared like a secret. Friends nearby glanced my way, their smiles faltering, sensing the shift. I sipped my drink, feigning conversation with a colleague, my calm a deliberate mask. Then I acted. Standing slowly, I caught Amanda's eye. She flashed a confident smile, expecting a nod, a joke to play along with her charm. But I didn't smile back. I set my glass down, straightened my tie, and walked toward the exit, each step measured, deliberate, radiating authority. The room noticed. Her laughter stumbled, Nathan's words trailing off. Eyes followed me, colleagues, partners, strangers, whispers rippling as the festive air turned heavy. Amanda's confident facade cracked, confusion flickering in her eyes. I didn't pause, didn't glance back, letting my silence speak louder than her laughter ever could. Outside, the cool October air hit me, a release from the ballroom's suffocating glow. I breathed deeply, anger and betrayal crystallizing into resolve. Amanda's charm had been her stage, but I dismantled it with a single, quiet exit. She caught up to me in the parking lot, heels clicking, voice frantic. "James, wait, what's wrong?" "It was nothing." Her excuses tumbled out. Work stress, needing to network, harmless fun. I turned, my gaze steady, voice low. "You performed tonight, Amanda. You chose him over me, in front of everyone. I'm done being your backdrop." Her eyes widened, panic replacing her charm. "You're overreacting. Let's talk." I shook my head, climbing into my car. "You said enough with your actions." I drove off, her silhouette shrinking in the rear view, her power undone. In the days that followed, Amanda's desperation surged. Calls, texts, voicemails, apologies, excuses, pleas through mutual friends. I didn't respond. My silence was a mirror, forcing her to face her betrayal. I moved to a small apartment, focusing on work, reconnecting with friends who valued loyalty. Amanda's messages grew frantic, her charm replaced by fear of losing me. She showed up at my office, eyes red, promising change, but I saw through her. The gala hadn't been a single misstep. It was the culmination of months of neglect, her need for attention outweighing our vows. Friends from the party later shared their shock, not at her flirtation, but at my response. "You didn't yell, didn't make a scene," my friend Mark said. "You just left, and it was more powerful than any fight." Amanda's colleagues whispered about her recklessness, her reputation at the firm tarnished. Nathan distanced himself, his charm no match for the fallout. I filed for divorce, my lawyer ensuring my assets stayed secure. Amanda's attempts to charm her way back faded, her confidence replaced by a carefulness she'd never shown. Months later, I saw her at a cafe, her vibrance dimmed, her eyes avoiding mine. I'd rebuilt, new routines, hiking with friends, a promotion at work. The gala lingered, not as pain, but as a lesson. I deserved respect, not a role in her spotlight. My exit hadn't been revenge, it was reclamation, a stand for my worth. Amanda learned too late that charm can't mend broken trust. In that crowded ballroom, her laughter had been her weapon, but my silence was mine, proving that sometimes the most powerful response is walking away, leaving the betrayer to face the echo of their own choices.